What's up, everyone? Adam with Antique Auto. Today we have a 23,000 mile 71 Buick LeSabre. All original paint, top, interior, engine, never been touched. Underside of the car is beautiful. Brand new tires, brakes just been serviced, rebuilt carburetor. Runs like a champ. Ice cold AC. This thing's ready for the highway. Let's take a look inside. Perfect door panels all around. Carpet looks good. A little bit of staining right there, but brake pedals pristine. You can pretty much tell this is a 23,000 mile car by just looking at it. No issues with the cloth on the seat. All the seat belts are nice. I wish I could tell you if the radio worked. I don't remember, honestly. 23,767. Headliner is excelente. Just one little bloop right there. A little bit of staining back here. Not sure what that is. It's probably just from condensation. The car sat for God knows how long. So what happens, these old low mileage cars, they just sit, and if they sit, they go bad. But I think this one was saved and preserved well enough so that we avoided most of that issue. I see a lot of these cars with bad vinyl tops around the windshield or rear windows. This has none of that. I don't know if you can see that very well. I'll try to get out of the sun so you can see the package tray. There's no evidence of any leaks at all. It is absolutely perfect. Let's see if we can get in the car and show you that. Yeah, very nice. Most of these are all water stained up from the rear window leaking. The seals on these rear windows are notorious for giving up, also rusting in those channels. This has none of that. Original dual stripe white wall spare tire, which is super cool. I love these old tires. H7815, correct size. Intact trunk mat. And I did look under here. Let's see if I can give you a little peek. It's surface rusted, but there's nothing rotten through. So as of right now, it's dry. But I mean, the rest of everything in here is, nothing has been rotted or rusted or anything like that. The underside of the trunk lid is in nice shape. A little bit of crusty there, but no rot. The 71 trunk lids all had these louvers in them, and these vents or drains would clog up, and these lids would either, they would overflow into here if the trunk lid was full of water, or they'd rust out. There's a little bit of paint missing right there. I'm not sure what that was from. Maybe it was an old CB antenna or something that was up there, but I don't see any evidence of CBs installed on the car. I mean, everything's in just great shape. The rubber on this car, all the weather stripping, is in excellent shape. I think the car pretty much speaks for itself. Still has original warranty, Protecto plate, 2 build sheets. Not a whole lot of options on the car, but it's got the right ones. 354 barrel as opposed to the standard 2 barrel. Now, I know you could get a 455 in these cars, but those are pretty rare, extremely rare actually. And let's see, open up the hood. Okay, we're under the hood. I don't see any evidence, besides maybe belts, that anything has been changed. Some people are going to argue with me about this, but this is a good way to tell that this is all original here. There's overspray on the vacuum advance can, and you can see their heater bypass hose has paint on it as well. All of those things were installed in the engine when it was painted. So what they did was they just put a buck or a cover on the distributor and hosed it down with paint. Even the exhaust manifolds were on the engine, but they just burned off so fast that nobody would really see paint ever. So there's an original sticker. That's a good way to tell if these things have never been painted. Original radiator hose. The sticker on the steering box. There's a small tag on the booster. What else we got in here? I don't know if I mentioned already, but the AC blows ice cold. R12 is not R134, thank God. There it is. The back battery tray is clean. That's typical spot for that stuff to rust out real bad. There is a little bit of surface rust on this thing, but that's, I mean, it's hard not to expect something like that, especially that I think this car lived in Indiana all its life. And then went up to Iowa, which is where I bought it from. And it's just it's a sweet old car. One original T3 on this side and one high beam T3 on this side. The bumpers are absolutely dead nuts straight. The paint is not perfect, but for 50 years old, I'd say it's pretty damn good. So most of these 71 bumpers, 72 bumpers are pushed up right in the center, so they look like they're frowning a little bit, but you can see that this one is absolutely straight. It's never been backed into anything. I don't see, there's some shadows that are bouncing off this car, so it looks weird, but there's a few little blips here and there to be expected. The lower areas of this car, I will have a couple of photos of the undercarriage of this car, and it is absolutely phenomenal. The frame rails, unfortunately, they have surface rust on them, but nothing's rotten down there. But the rest of the undercarriage is unreal. These are always rusted out on these four doors. There's a little bit of water right there. Totally clean. Pinch weld is clean. No bubbling, no nothing. On both sides, same deal. Doors are solid. A little bit of chipping from rocks. There's one scratch right there. Same thing over here, chipping from rocks and whatnot. Little ding here and there. Just, you know, this car is old and it got driven. Not a whole lot, but obviously it got driven probably on rock roads and whatnot. So, yeah. This is a fantastic specimen of an original car. Looks like heater hoses have been changed because the clamps are all different. Sometimes you can make out some chalk marks on the back of the firewall, but I haven't really seen one on these big cars. I think it's mostly A-body stuff that the paint code and all that fun stuff are on there. So anyway, this is her. Let me know if you have questions. I lied, I'm not done yet. I do want to start it up so you can hear it run. Let's see if the radio works. Nope. That's okay. I need the radio anyway. No noises, no exhaust leaks. Purrs like a kitten. It does have a new muffler on it. I think the last owner had it put on. It's a little bit more loud than I like it, but it's really not obnoxious at all. It's probably just a stock style muffler that they stuck on there. Yep. All right. That's it.